All right, welcome. So I've been asked a few times recently about how PCOS is actually diagnosed, and I wanted to make this video because unfortunately the diagnosing criteria of PCOS isn't straightforward. It's not like X shows up in lab results, therefore you have PCOS. It's more complicated for that. So I wanted to make this video so at least you understand it very well. So the first thing you have to understand is currently PCOS is diagnosed via exclusion, meaning your doctor is most likely going to look at other conditions that have overlapping symptoms before they look at diagnosing you with PCOS. So those other symptoms might be prolactin excess, steroidogenic abnormalities, and thyroid disorders. So your doctor will look at those conditions because they have overlapping symptoms. They will rule those conditions out and then they will look at PCOS. The second thing you need to understand is that there is no single test for PCOS. The diagnosis of PCOS is done through physical symptoms, maybe an ultrasound, blood tests, and your doctor has to do that to match the PCOS diagnosing criteria, which here, number 3, is currently the Rotterdam criteria. So for a positive diagnosis of PCOS, you must match 2 out of these 3 diagnosing criteria: polycystic ovaries, hyperandrogenism, which just means high testosterone levels, and number 3, irregular periods. So number 1, polycystic ovaries. On new machines, they will look for 25 or more cysts on your ovaries. They aren't proper cysts, they are follicular cysts, so just leftover follicles. 25 or more, they usually surround the periphery of the ovary, so it looks like that pearl. But 25 or more, or if they're using older machinery, it's 12 or more. Hyperandrogenism, so they'll look for 2 things here: physical symptoms of excess testosterone, so we've spoken about them a few times before. So male-like hair growth, beard, chest, belly, lower back, hair thinning or loss, especially around the scalp here, acne. All of these are physical signs of too much testosterone in the female bloodstream. And then they might do blood tests on you. So looking at your free or total testosterone. If those levels are too high, hyperandrogenism. And then the third one is irregular periods. So 8 or fewer periods over a 12-month period is a positive for irregular periods. So if you match 2 out of these 3 criteria, that is a positive diagnosis for PCOS. So remember, they will look for other conditions before PCOS. There is no single test for PCOS, and a positive PCOS diagnosis is meeting 2 out of these 3 for the Rotterdam criteria. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you have any questions about how PCOS is diagnosed, or if you want to share your experiences, please do in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time on our next video.